What's up, YouTube? Today I'm reviewing one of my favorite movies of all time, Terminator 2. Just put these on. Oh, these look stupid. Alright, so yeah, today I'm reviewing Terminator 2 Judgment Day, one of my favorite movies of all time, and yeah. So this movie was released in 1991 and is directed by James Cameron. Terminator 2 was the highest grossing movie of 1991. The movie stars Arnold Schwarzenegger as the Terminator, Edward Furlong as John Connor, and Linda Hamilton as Sarah Connor. And, of course, Robert Patrick as the infamous T-1000. So I think the opening narration of this movie is very cool. It gives us a glimpse of what we're going to see throughout the movie, and it kind of sets the tone for the movie, and it just shows some really cool future Judgment Day stuff. Now, the opening credits of this movie are very great. The effects look awesome, it suits the film, and the music is just incredible. The music is easily the best part. Yeah, I just think the opening credits really suit the film. The effects are just fantastic, and yeah, the music is so amazing. I love how they borrowed kind of a little bit from the first Terminator and kind of made it into their own theme. Like, that's cool. It just sounds like just so awesome, and yeah, it gives off. It really suits the film, you know, with that. It just does, and yeah, it's really a stunning piece of art. The opening credit sequence. Obviously, for the actual opening of this movie, we see Arnold Schwarzenegger's Terminator walk into a bar for clothes. Obviously, T-800 in this movie, and we see him walk into a bar for clothes, and it sets off a really iconic scene. It's just really fun. It's just a really fun scene, cool, and getting him on the motorbike is just, of course, classic. And yeah, so I just think it's a really cool scene. And it gives off a nice, fun start to the movie, and yeah, I personally think Arnold Schwarzenegger's Terminator from this movie, T-800, is the best Terminator in the whole entire series. I just think he does a great job in this movie, and I'm going to explain more about that throughout this review. I just think his performance is incredible. Arnold Schwarzenegger is easily his best performance in any movie, I think. Yeah. He's just so great in this movie, and, you know, I'll explain more of that through the review about, like, how he kind of, you know, has human qualities throughout the movie, but I'll get more of that later in this review. But yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger's Terminator in this movie is incredible, and seeing him as a good guy in this movie was a really cool twist. We obviously meet T-1000, who is on the hunt for John Connor in this movie, and yeah, T-1000 is a great villain. But I honestly prefer the original Terminator from the original movie better than T-1000 in this movie, but T-1000 is just great, and the acting just comes off very well done. We then meet John Connor, who is doing some punkish things with his foster parents, and, you know, he's just a casual punk. And yeah, meanwhile his mom is in a mental hospital. Yeah, she's pretty psychotic in this movie. So yeah, I think the actor who played John Connor did a pretty good job. Like, usually I'm not a fan of child actors, but I feel like he did fine in this movie. He didn't do bad. Like, usually they just come off really bad, like, Time Simpkins. But yeah, no, I think he does a fine job in this movie, and he works. So yeah, I think he does fine in this movie. T-1000 finds John Connor, but T-800 also finds John Connor to protect him. T-1000 and T-800 obviously have this great fight, and it leads to one of my favorite action scenes in all of cinema, obviously the motorcycle chase. This chase is so great. Everything about it just works. I mean, it's just a really cool chase to watch, and there's loads of tension, obviously with John escaping from T-1000. And it's just such a cool chase, and a unique chase with, I mean, John on his motorbike, and obviously, it's just so cool. T-1000 chasing him, and yes, the way it's filmed is just so great, and it really goes through places that are really cool, and I really enjoy this action scene, and it's one of my favorite chases in all of cinema. We then see the Terminator and John Connor get to know each other, and obviously John's foster parents are killed by T-1000, which is a cool little scene how he, like, stabs his freaking John Connor's foster dad. Like, that's, like, Jesus Christ. But that's what I love about this movie. I love the violence and everything. But yeah, and of course the Terminator and John Connor decide to help John's mom escape the mental hospital, and it leads to a pretty good action scene with them escaping, and T-1000 coming in and everything. Like that's cool. It's cool to see T-1000's capabilities There's just a lot of cool stuff when they're in the elevator and everything, and yeah. So then we gotta kind of see of like more Sarah Connor, and Sarah Connor in this movie, she's good. I think she's good, but however, I do prefer Sarah Connor from the first movie better than her in this movie, just because I think I don't know, I just like her better in the first movie. In this movie, she's good, but I don't know, I just prefer her from the first movie. So yeah, and yeah. So after that all happens, Sarah has this discomfort about the Terminator, obviously, like, thrown back to the first movie, because, I mean, that happened, and, she, has a chance to destroy the chip that controls the Terminator, but John convinces her not to. I really like seeing the tension of the decision. I just really like it, how she has the decision to friggin' not have this Terminator here, but obviously John convinces her not to, and that was cool to see, and there's a lot of tension, Oh, just a hammer, like, going into a chip. It has a lot of tension. It's cool. So yeah. The later scenes in the desert are usually considered the slower part of the movie, and while I can agree that it can be slow, I still really enjoy the scenes, and I think it shows some great character development with John Connor and the Terminator, like, as they start bonding, and we see the Terminator having human-like qualities as he hangs around with Connor, and it's just nice seeing the characters interact, and it's very cool how the Terminator sort of acts as a father figure to John. We then see Sarah try to assassinate Miles Dyson for the whole Skynet thing. However, Sarah only hits Dyson in the shoulder, and she doesn't kill him. John, Sarah, Dyson, and the Terminator destroy the lab with the machines, and hope to get rid of the machines from... This leads to another great action scene in which police fire at them, and T-1000 comes back, and yeah. After the shootout comes the final scene in the movie, in which T-800 faces off with T-1000. The action scene's very well done, and the way they killed off T-1000 with having him dissolve in molten steel was pretty cool. In the end, the Terminator suggests he be lowered into the molten steel, and his death comes off actually pretty sad, but it's a great and iconic ending to this fantastic movie. Yeah, it's pretty sad, but it's just a great way to end the movie, although it is sad. I mean, it needed to happen, and, and you can feel the emotions going on with, like, them, like, John and Sarah and everything, but it needed to happen, and it was a great end to a fantastic movie. So yes, overall, I think this movie is fantastic. I think it's incredible. Easily one of my favorite movies of all time. And yeah, it's just a great action movie, and is way better than the first one, in my opinion. I don't know if I'll ever review the first one. Maybe I will. I mean, I think the first one's good, but compared to this one, it's just not as good, and if the first one feels a bit outdated in my opinion. So yeah, but I've always loved Terminator 2. Why did I review this? Yesterday I just felt like watching a movie. I don't know. So I mean, I was thinking, like, maybe I should put Star Wars in there, but I seen Empire, like, again, like, the previous night, so I'm like, I'll just watch Terminator 2. I love this movie. I'll watch it again, and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna film a review for this movie, because I want to test out this new style of reviews. So this is gonna be my new style of reviews, like an overview kind of thing. That's what I did with this video, and yeah, so that's gonna be, I hope this works. If it doesn't work, I'll just do something else, but I hope this works. Yeah, you guys might have noticed that the style is a little bit different with this video, for classic movie reviews, which is what I'm doing, and I hope this works, and if it does, I will do classic movie reviews like this. But the theater movie reviews will probably be the same. So, just, like, quick thoughts, But yeah, anyways, Terminator 2 is just a great movie. Arnold Schwarzenegger just does a fantastic job. Easily is, in my opinion, his best performance in any movie. His worst, obviously, Batman and Robin. Because Mr. Freeze, oh god, that was terrible. But yes, this movie is fantastic. I've always loved it. Yeah, I just really like Terminator 2 Judgment Day. I think I don't know, everything about it is just so cool. The feel of it, the violence, just everything about it is great. I mean, yeah, I mean, it has great action scenes again. Yeah, this movie is just so good at portraying emotion and action, and basically just everything you want from a movie, from an action movie. Yeah, I mean, this movie is just incredible. It's awesome. Yeah. I don't know what there is to say. I mean, it just has a great plot with, with having a Terminator come to save John Connor and everything. So yeah, I just really love that part, and T-1000 coming in is just really awesome. So yes, I just really love this movie. Always have. Yeah, I mean, the soundtrack is great. Especially the main theme just rocks it out of the park. And yes, that is basically all I gotta say about Terminator 2 Judgment Day. I just think it's a great movie, and yeah, I mean, yep, I think the plot is great. I think it portrays emotion, as I said, and action, and yeah, I mean, all the characters, they work together in this movie, and yeah, that's all I gotta say. I just think Terminator 2 is great, and that's my review of Terminator 2. So, thanks for watching, and bye.